Kill me, I'm here! Kill me!
Hey everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of Passengers, the 2016 sci-fi movie starring Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence, who are two actors that I hold in great esteem, and I really enjoy them in almost everything that I've seen them in. Like Chris Pratt is amazing in Guardians of the Galaxy. I wasn't the biggest fan of Jurassic World. In fact, I really didn't like it all that much, but I thought he was really solid and charismatic in it. I always loved Parks and Rec, and he was definitely a major portion of the reason why. I think Jennifer Lawrence is a very talented actress. I liked her in the majority of the first two X-Men movies she was in. The last one she was in, I thought she was kind of sleeping her way through, meaning that she just didn't seem to really care a whole lot. And like, she's been great, like Winter's Bone, the first movie I ever saw her in, I thought she was just amazing in. And then obviously she's been in lots of critically acclaimed movies since then that are really well made. And both of these people, like, seeing them come together, I thought, wow, that's gonna be really cool. And when I watched the movie, I thought that they had a great deal of chemistry with one another, and I'd really like them to be in another movie together, because the movie that they were in this time, in my view, not very good at all. I didn't like this movie very much at all by the end of it. Now, it's interesting because I thought that it was, like, the effects are phenomenal. The story is interesting up until a point, and like the first half of this movie, I was in. I was like, wow, this is really working. But then when something happens, and I was like, what? So in order to really kind of explain why I don't like this movie very much, I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of a spoiler, or I'm gonna try to give you as small amount of spoiler as I possibly can. But if you are anti-spoiler like through and through, then maybe don't watch the rest of this, because I can't really go into what I disliked about it without talking about the plot of the movie, at least to a degree. So the plot of the movie, the basics is that Chris Pratt wakes up, and he is on a spaceship essentially, and they're traveling to another planet to inhabitate it, and he wakes up 90 years too early, and he can't go back to sleep, and he's the only one awake, and everybody else is still in hibernation, and he spends an X amount of time trying to entertain himself or whatever, but eventually he wakes up Jennifer Lawrence's character. Now all of that takes place in the first half of this movie. And the thing is that the two of them fall in love, and they had a great chemistry. And I'm pretty much giving away the whole plot of the movie, because I can't not if I want to discuss why I didn't like the movie. And then eventually she finds out that why she woke up, that he woke her up, and then hates him for a little bit, and then they fall in love again. And I thought it was garbage. It was interesting because when he woke her up, it was very understandable. You could really sit, like, as a viewer, you could sit there and be like, I get why he's waking her up. I mean, it's really incredibly selfish act, and you would really hope that you wouldn't do that to somebody, but you would go stir crazy by yourself for all those years, and you get it, right? But the problem is the way he's portrayed after that. Like, you may be able to relate to his actions and what, like, his motivations, but he's not a hero after doing that. Like, that is a villainous thing to do. Like, in the movie, she equates what he did to murdering her, because she had plans, she had a life that she was going to, and he stripped her of that, because, like I said, he wakes her up like decades early, and she is going to die before she ever gets to the life that she had planned for herself. So he takes the life that she wanted away from her. Yet throughout the rest of the movie, he is still like the hero of the movie. And eventually, when she falls back in love with him, it's not like, it's just basically like, oh, like she like hates him for a while, but at the end she's like, I can't deny that I love you, and it's like implied that they lived happily ever after, despite what he did, and it's hogwash. Like, how? Come on, like if it was like if they ended up together, I could swallow it. If it was like they spent X amount of years or a long, long time, like hating each other, and eventually she gave in out of sheer loneliness. But that's not what happens here. Like it's like feels like weeks, if anything, or even days. And she's like, okay, I can't stay not loving you because I love you too much, even though you are clearly a selfish prick who took away the life I wanted to lead. Like, come on, like that's garbage. That's just garbage. Like that's bad writing. And who am I supposed to care about at the end of this movie? The guy who basically did something so atrocious, or the woman who is willing to forgive something so atrocious so easily? Neither of which are characters that are someone that I like. I don't want to be either of those people. Like, come on, garbage, just garbage. And it just made me completely check out of the movie because, yeah, that nobody would forgive that quickly, and if they did, they're a crazy person, and she wasn't portrayed like a crazy person. Like, it would literally be like, I I've literally in like stuck in a room with somebody. Like, if I was kidnapped and I was forced to stay in this room with somebody forever, and there was no chance that I was ever gonna get out, and I was like, in a couple weeks, was like, you know what, I still love you, just because I was complete. Like, it's garbage, just garbage. So that's my review of Passengers. I think it's a piece of crap overall. A decently made piece of crap, but the story just is such a fail. It's unbelievable to me. Let me know what you thought if you saw it in the comments below. Please hit that like button. It's huge for my channel. It makes the YouTube take notice, and it's a very big deal. And hit that subscribe button because I love talking to with people about movies, and I want to talk to you about movies. If you're not a subscriber and you can't, how are we gonna have this conversation if you don't come back to my channel? So hit that subscribe already. Other than that, have yourself a nice day.